Alright, Pickles the Guys here, the Jamaican YouTuber. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to react to a reaction of a reaction as requested. The reaction inception by those boys over by the Kura Coach who reacted to Abba and Preach reacting to anime being white or something like that. So if you like these type of videos, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, let's get straight into it. No waste no time.
Infamous Abba and Preach. No disrespect. We rock with y'all.
Yeah.
But
Facts, me too.
Today's topic, I love anime. A lot of people know this. I do anime live streams and stuff like that. And one person commented was like, man, Japanese people are so obsessed with white folks that
True.
they make all their anime characters look white. Now, this is a very common idea. People believe for a long time that when Japanese people are drawing these characters, they're all made to look like Caucasian folks.
I thought that too.
There's a really important video I want you guys to watch.
Hey guys, it's Iza. So if anime characters
we have hit reaction video inception.
When you're like reacting to the people who are reacting to it. Damn.
I know I'm reacting to what they're reacting to.
Needs to react to this video of us reacting to them.
So we can react to it.
Bro.
でもこれが韓国人じゃん。韓国人。中国人か韓国人系。
どこら辺がそう思いました
髪の毛の感じとか、ちょっと細い感じとか。
白いところ。とか言ってしまえば日本人。白人。いやそのまんまやないか。
難しいよね。日本人じゃない。
All right, so when they say the muskashi is like that in the sense and they're laughing, they don't want to give the wrong answer. They want to make the best answer possible that won't make them look bad. All right, check out all the street interviews in Japan and notice how the people react and how when they do certain questions and stuff.
That's oddly specific.
Yeah, like
That's oddly.
I'm just trying to see how
Russia. I don't know what Russia and Turkish have.
like how many Russian and
Turkish
Turkish friends do you have?
yeah, that's
crazy.
crazy.
I know a few.
Actually,
I see them every day. I go
Every
to
day, every day.
the half Russian, half Turkish store every day.
You know, let me get a kebab and let me get
A Matryoshka doll.
a war with Ukraine.
これ日本人じゃない
these guys.
目が細い。そう。目と眉毛とか、あと唇が細いとか。
I mean, they choosing. He probably choosing characters that look very Asian in general. Like if you look at Kurosaki Ichigo.
Yeah, look at that.
Uzumaki Naruto. I would say Sasuke looks more Japanese. You look at Son Goku. Son Goku doesn't really look
He
Japanese.
doesn't look. He doesn't
Right,
look white.
exactly.
He doesn't look
Until
white,
he
but
goes, but
transforms.
yeah, until he transforms.
Well, I heard because the manga, it's cheaper to just remove color than adding color, is why they made the hair like blonde. But then there's the green eyes, and it's like, you know,
How many natural Japanese people do you know with?
blonde hair? What?
Green
Okay,
eyes.
all right, but anyway.
日本人にしか見えなくない？でも金髪だよ。ああ、なるほどね。
どういうところが日本人に見える？
細身。
You telling me the big titty blonde girl
chick
is
Japanese?
I mean, I guess according to these people. So who am I to judge?
Now,
意外とね、ベトナム人です。
Viet.
日本に興味があってコスプレしてるベトナム人。
This dude has never seen a foreigner.
Yeah, like what the hell is he?
Countries that he knows of.
French New Guinea.
It's 10% French, 20% Vatican.
I was gonna say, you know, maybe German, but then I got like maybe a dash of Alabama in there. What's this man talking about, bro?
The country Georgia and also the state of Georgia.
Same time.
Same time.
Yeah.
Same time, man.
Damn.
I don't know you.
I don't know you.
Same time.
こっちの方が日本人だと思ってた。
Yeah, she kind of. Yeah, she does.
全部日本人に見えるからな。日本人。日本人です。
Wait. Did this man say they all look Japanese to him? Cap, liar, and lies. Yeah, if you ever come to Japan, and you've been here, you see the difference. And Japanese usually have the straight black hair in schools. They drill them to become drones. Black hair only. You know what I mean? Even if natural hair is brown, they used to try to get people to dye their hair black. even if your natural hair was brown, because Japanese only have black, long, straight, flowing hair. If your hair was curly, they try to get it from. So none of these characters, I mean, that they've shown so far, look like a typical Japanese person, in my opinion. In the 9 years that I've lived here, but you know, I don't know anything.
These were like really popular current anime characters. I don't even. Well, to be completely honest, I
don't know
haven't
who
been
that
following.
is.
I have no idea, but we haven't been following anime
Anime.
like that.
So if you draw a character with blonde hair and blue eyes, but you say, well, they're Japanese. But if you draw a character with black skin, they're black.
No,
Right?
but like if you dude, there's no way you could draw a
can't say
character.
that-
There's no natural blonde hair, blue eyed Japanese person.
Exactly, and just like there's no natural character that's gonna look like have like what's his name? The anime that we both hate that they just released on Netflix.
Oh, Yasuke.
Yasuke, that's what it
Yasuke.
is. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like, bro, there's no way you'd be like, oh, that's a Japanese character, right? In the same
Yeah.
way, like if you're gonna stretch,
Yeah, I understand what
right?
you're saying.
You're stretching it out. Well,
Yeah.
blonde hair, but the style is Japanese.
Yeah.
Therefore, this character could be Japanese.
Yeah,
and
no,
I-
that
I'm-
character strikes
yeah.
me as it could be Japanese as well.
But I mean, I'm not gonna say that every character is drawn.
Right, I'm not going to say that, but you know, if we're being totally honest, all of the anime stories or the manga or whatever, they're based in Japan, and the characters only speak mostly Japanese, and in the English they give the oh god, and the actual foreigners that are in the anime, they are the full stereotypes of that whatever foreigners they feel like. The black characters never can speak Japanese properly. Very, very weird Japanese using. Some of the other foreigners who are not black tend to have a better grasp of the Japanese language, which is what they think, I guess. I don't know.
In a way that's gonna be leaning towards European or not, whatever.
白人が多分日本がなんて言うんだろう外国人の方が綺麗とか
ちょっと憧れがあるんだ。
そうで多分キャラ自体を
Facts.
そっちにしてる気がする
Dudes just said that Japanese people admire white people, and that's no
That's
no secret to us,
Alright.
you know.
Like you ever
having-
see
Nope.
a billboard in Japan?
Yeah, I
Have you
mean
ever-
that was gonna be my main argument. Is like we've lived in Japan for 12 years now.
Yeah.
And only recently I've
Facts.
been seeing more ethnic people, or more variety of people on billboards and ads and magazines and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But even in that situation, Japan is 99% Japanese.
Yeah.
It always astounded me that the majority of their ads are
White people.
If you're trying to
overwhelmingly
overwhelmingly white
Right.
people, you're trying to appeal to the 99% of your populace.
Yeah.
With
With a
white person.
I have a dog, so when I go to the vet, who is holding the dog?
A white person.
person.
And do you go into
when you
like
go to the dentist,
yeah, you
who
go
is
to
that?
bro, little white baby looking at me. Little white baby over there, blonde hair, blue eyes, talking about brush your teeth.
Brush your
And I've
teeth.
just always been like,
The more you brush, the
what?
whiter you become.
guess. I
Brush
guess.
up, baby, white.
ドイツ人ドイツだ鼻が高い彫りが深い目が青いロシアあロシアわかる、これはロシア頭良さそう
ロシア頭がいい
What the?
Hold up, did you say?
Akamayasaso.
It's like he has a really kind,
Kind face. That dude.
Oh wow! So,
Wow.
he looks white.
You saw the hair. Okay. You saw the white skin. You're like,
Damn.
bro, he must be kind.
Bruh.
He must be willing to take me out on a date.
Got a kind face.
This dude
This
must be
white,
willing to take me to
this
Disneyland.
white nigga got a kind face.
I think the West dominates online media a lot. And they impose their standards and their issues on everyone else.
Yeah.
Meaning the way that they feel about a certain topic and the problems that they have, they feel like everyone else must be dealing with in the same way. In Japan, with their context and their history, right? They look at these characters and they see themselves or they see other Japanese people when they look at it. When we look at it, we see a symbol of white supremacy, all this.
But it's not.
But it doesn't make it true. And considering that they invented it, right? That they make this stuff, I do think there's a bit of arrogance in the sense that we think everything revolves around us. And we impose our ideas on people over things that they themselves made. Right?
Yeah, I do think that Westerners do have a very centralist attitude, especially Americans. You know, Americans think the entire world revolves around them. Like
Not
if
commented on
Americans
the
feel a particular
Americans.
way,
Oh,
then
God.
the rest of the world should feel this way. But coming as someone that has lived in Japan for 12 years and have spoken to other Japanese people that have lived here as long, Japan kind of has a liking towards white people. When you get they're looking for jobs and they're like, hey, we want a white person for this job, and you just got to deal with it, or they think that you're not American because you're black.
Okay, I don't mean to get canceled or anything, but
Okay.
I thought black people from Africa.
Uh-huh.
So I thought America, the United States,
Uh-huh.
was completely white country.
You open their school books, because we teach as English teachers here, and every English teacher in the school book is a white person with blonde hair, blue
Yep.
eyes.
Yep.
It's so ingrained in their media that whiteness is just like associated with English, and foreigners are good foreigners
True.
are like white.
But for a long time, even in Japan, when it went to study, when Japan in the Meiji era went to really learn about the world, they sent all their scholars out. They didn't send their scholars to Africa. All right. They didn't send their scholars to Africa. You know where they sent them? They sent them to Europe. A lot of the words in Japanese language actually come from Europe. I mean, some come from America too, but a lot of them come from Europe. So, like, when you say, like, arubaito, which is part-time job, that is not an English word. That's a German word.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Japan went to predominantly white countries to learn how to run their country in the modern era. Right? And that's how they learned how to, you know, join when they open their borders and they say, all right, we're gonna join, we're gonna play ball.
Yeah,
with
it
you
was
guys.
Europeans.
It
coming
was
through.
Europeans.
It was Europeans coming through.
And Japan had this. I'm not gonna say it's an obsession, but Japan kind of
No,
thought that,
Japan
like,
has
okay,
a strong fixation with whiteness.
Yeah, I
bro.
will say, like, they looked up to white people.
Interesting.
It's still going on today.
Yeah, even dating and stuff like that. When
I've
you're
been on the dating apps.
the dating
and
apps, girls will just be like, white.
Yeah.
I want a white dude. Clearly, I want a white dude.
They say European.
Yep.
Or, but, like, you know,
Yeah.
white European.
Yo, no,
there are black Europeans.
And so many other foreigners that lived in Japan that have had these experience and talked about these things. You can't say all of them are just wrong because you feel that Westerners are. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Bro. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
But I mean,
I think that it is an amalgamation. I think there are aspects of Japanese characteristics in the characters that they draw, but there are definitely
okay, Caucasian, yeah, most definitely.
a lot of Caucasian characteristics in these characters.
Yeah.
And I think if you just draw, I think just a flat Japanese-looking character, and there are characters like that, right? But they usually tend to say, like, that animation is kind of boring looking. It's not so interesting. Usually, when you're trying to draw something like fantastic or something that's gonna, like, catch the eye, you're gonna want to appeal to something that they don't see every day. Right? I think that's why they use it. And they tend to use European.
Yo, a lot of the female characters in anime have big breasts. If you come to Japan, do not expect to see a lot of big breasts. Because they're very few and far between, alright?
I guess models for that? Yeah. So but I can clearly see it in most of the characters. Some more clearly than others.
Yeah.
But
They be white up the streets, bro.
there are not many black characters in these animes.
I mean, but it makes sense that there's not. I understand why there wouldn't be many black characters, but for Japan being 99% Japanese,
I don't understand why there's white characters.
This is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And so when you sit there, you're like, well, this is what it means to you. How would you know? You're not living their context. You don't understand what they're going.
Yes, I'm living in this country. I've been living here for quite some time, so I kind of understand the context of this. Like, you don't live here, bro. Like, can you really speak so freely about this?
And I think we have to be careful not to go into the world thinking the concepts that we understand, everyone's going to understand in the same way. And this was very humbling for me because I believed that my whole life. I'd heard it. So I'm like, yeah, you know, white people, everyone wants to be colorism. Bam, but it's not necessarily the case for everyone else.
Japan also has this thing where they have like kind of a caste system that the darker your skin is, the lower you're seen in the caste system. Because you're outside working, your skin's
Like people from South Okinawa.
During the summer months, you will see Japanese people head to toe covered
Black,
covered in black
Yes.
because they
wearing the funeral.
the Darth Vader
visors,
mask,
carrying umbrellas, parasols.
because they don't want to get darker. And
Yes.
I think within a lot of Asian society in general, there's light is seen as good, dark is seen as
If you've ever seen a
bad.
geisha, like they wear the white
The
powder,
white
on
face.
because very white.
Yeah, because
Again, that's considered beautiful.
that's considered beautiful in Japanese culture. Being white is
Looks
the
really-
the fairer you are, the
Yes.
more
A lot
beautiful
of-
you're considered.
Yes, a lot of whitening in the cosmetics as well, in the face washes. I don't remember, it wasn't Japan though, but in China there was an earthquake that happened in Haiti, I think, way back, some years back, a major earthquake, and in the supplies was I think it's an Asian country, Thailand or China, sent to them in the essentials, sent them bleaching cream, sent them toning cream for their skin, you know, in the emergency supplies, you know. So there's a food, water, and now here's some bleaching cream. Huh? What?
Perceive. The more beautiful you're perceived. So, as someone that may be melanated, you could see why that may be a problem. You know, when
unless you're like me, where you just
if you're out here like Tally,
light brighting.
like looking like like when you just leave like mustard in the sun for a while.
Damn,
like
no.
like a,
What?
like when the light just steals the color from something.
Why does it gotta be mustard? Why is my
Mustard.
darker shade mustard?
But generally in Asian society, Japanese society, not only in Asia, your colorism exists. You're seen more beautiful, more higher class of a higher caste if you have fairer skin.
And I don't think it is only in Japan. We have that system as well. I think it happens subconsciously in Jamaica or even in the black community in America, because in the music videos, you used to see a lot of brown, light-skinned women, caramel mixed type girls, and not a lot of dark-skinned girls. And in as air hostesses and for the flights in the Caribbean, most of those air hostesses used to be really light-skinned. I know, creamed hair, processed hair, a lot of makeup, European standard. You know, bank tellers on the front line were really pretty, and most of them were light skinned. Most of them. So it's something that's deep in our psyche from we're younger, back in from slavery, because the lighter skinned persons were known as, or the house slaves, they were in this house working in the house, while the darker skinned slaves were out in the field cutting cane, picking cotton, whatever was the case. Damn.
And who has the ultimate in fair skin? White people.
Like, where is he going?
There are dudes in the video over here saying like Japanese people like white people, we admire them.
白人が多分日本がなんて言うんだろう、外国人の方が綺麗とか
ちょっと憧れがある
そうで多分キャラ自体をそっちにしてる気がする。
AG デオメン西デスマンの汗とストレスとの戦い出てるね汗臭とストレス臭これはケータも出てないだとその理由は AG デオメン汗臭ストレス臭までダブルケア AG デオメンやるかやらぬか夏赤早稲赤の夏季講習会早稲田アカデミー
I mean, but there are certain sects of Japanese people that admire and like black culture and black people too. And
But the
but if you're talking about, like,
majority of
on average,
yes.
On average,
and when they draw white people, it's very different. I've seen that in mangas. I've seen that in it's different. It's not like the main characters. It's when it's white people,
You can tell.
you could tell.
You can tell.
Also, when they draw white people in Europe, it's different. Again, I'm talking. I think that they don't necessarily draw white people and just say they're anime. These guys, it's an amalgamation
Of what they want to look like.
They say, okay,
Right?
we have this Japanese character, but we're gonna make them more appealing.
Yeah.
And how do we do that?
Make him more white looking.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
It's not like they're gonna draw a European and say, oh,
this is a Japanese person.
Takashi Jun.
Yeah. They do steer more towards what they consider to be attractive features.
Yeah.
And that kind of goes towards more European-esque standards of beauty. Fairer skin, blonde hair, blue eyes. So
There is actually a difference.
Well, they could tell. When they saw the Russian
Yeah.
person, they immediately thought,
They look
oh,
at
it
it.
must be somewhere else.
man, you know what made me mad?
Okay. A lot of things.
No. Because like y'all, I'm sitting here watching Japanese people draw these white people, and every time y'all draw, they got like
Mr. Popo. Yeah, yep.
The nose is about this size.
mad dark skin.
Like,
like why? Who's the Pokemon that just a NAACP tweet away from a problem, bro? You know what I'm talking about? You know with the blonde hair?
Yeah.
She looks like Shadow Beyonce.
Bizarro Beyonce.
Wait, can't see you.
Blonde hair. Well, why do they got green hair? Why do they got purple hair? Nobody looks like that. But they use it to differentiate the characters because having to draw everyone with specific type of faces takes too much time. It's too expensive. So how do you differentiate between person A and person B? Well, you change their hair color, you change their eye color, you do whatever, right?
That's it's a good point. Like,
but, I mean, like honestly, so if you can watch the Japanese dude Yuta video and the little handful of anime characters that he has shown, there's
it wasn't a good representation.
It's not a good representation.
Again, it's not going to be 100% this or 100%
that. Yeah.
Right. So of course, Abba and Preach have a really good point about what they're saying.
Yeah.
The Japanese guy Yuta also has a really good point.
I think it's a why couldn't it be both kind of argument, because us living here so long and what we've seen in magazines, not just talking anime, but just like in general, watching the culture, we've seen the kind of adoration for more European style beauty. Yeah. You know, and a lot of other people that have lived here as long kind of have the same general consensus about it. Yeah. So I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. I mean, I'm not saying they're completely wrong, but I do have to disagree with some of the sentiments of what you guys are saying, respectfully, of course. So.
I just think there's a lot of aspects where if you're gonna appeal to somebody, like all anime characters don't look the same. Yeah, they really don't. And so, how can we separate our character from this character? Yeah. Well, let's infuse a little bit. I think it's just the core concept is that white people are so attractive. Just kind of unintentionally seeps into
their psyche. Yeah, but you know what? That's not even it. The problem I have is when they do actually draw, as they said, the black characters, they look like something from out of 1951 too. They oftentimes whitewash or lighten the black characters. So there was Naomi Osaka had an advertisement / cartoon with Nissin noodles, and the girl looked almost freaking like the Leo Palace desk. Oh, light. I know she's Japanese, half black, half Haitian. Half black, half Haitian, as in the Caribbean country. Haitian American, whatever. Haitian American, yeah. So she's light skinned, she's lighter than me. But she's not that light to look like Japanese light skin, you know. So when they did that, there's a big controversy like 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago maybe. So, I mean, I watch a lot of things outside of Japan. They gave Scarlett Johansson the role of Indigo Shell, you know what I mean? Sometimes they give anime characters in live actions, non-Asian persons the roles because, you know, I guess they want to get the big name or whatever. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
And of course, they're going to have focus groups too. Like, okay, what do you think about this character's versus this character? And they're going to say, well, the one that looks a little bit more European is going to be more appealing to me.
But
right?
like we said, though, like, with so much anime out there and so many different cultures around the world, why is it so much more common to see someone that looks European than it's to see a black anime character or a
Indian
Latin person or something, right? You don't see other cultures represented as much as
because it comes from the creators, what they expect.
Unless your anime is like in India, everyone's getting Indian.
I don't think I've ever seen an Indian person anime now that I think about it. Right. Yeah, man. Shout out Abba and Preach. Of course, let us know what y'all think in the comments down below. We tripping. You side with them. You side with us. Why couldn't it be a little bit of both? Why couldn't we just, tacos tonight, man? Why couldn't we, come on. You know what I'm talking about, right? No, I don't. You don't know the commercials like, why couldn't it be both? Like, okay. So just let us know what y'all think down below. Like the video, leave a comment. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Your boy Gizmo. Sally. We out. Peace. Hey.
That was a kind of a longish video, but yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it actually. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. about the video the reaction. Abba and Preach, I didn't get to see their full videos, so but I was reacting to the reaction, and hopefully they react back to me. In closing, I just want to say that I mean it is what it is. It is the industry, and the beauty standards in Japan are as they are. Recently, they have become more diverse. You see a lot more ethnic people, persons, black people, Middle Eastern, Indian, a wider spread in the even in the modeling industry, in the pictures for advertisements, out of because people are having sex. You know, the half Japanese, half whatever other races is are getting more visible, and I guess it's now almost like a niche of where the half. I don't like saying half, but mixed Japanese kids are now getting more accepted in society and are seen as beautiful as well. I don't think that I hope they reach a point where they are fully accepted in society as Japanese because there's still a lot of resistance on that front. But that's not what this topic is about for today. All right, let me know in the comments below what you think about the characters in anime. Are they really European based? Are we overreaching as persons who just live here, not knowing the culture? Well, we know the culture. We've been here for a while. We know most of the culture and what has been happening. All right, let me know. Peace about bye.